Hey everybody, this is SlickHairGamer. Before we begin, I'd like to point something out first. Today, the seniors of my grade just had their last day of school and are going to be graduating in June. And since it's their last day, I would like to dedicate this review to the class of 2014 at Irvington High School. This is my dedication review to them of Read and Weep It. So let's begin. Again, this is a dedication to the Irvington High School class of 2014. This is Read and Weep It. This episode begins with Verity, Pinky, and Twilight watching Rainbow Dash with Trick.
Rainbow Dash!
Doing some barrel rolls, I'm guessing.
Devilish terror? Dazzling. Oh, yeah, that's a good word. Dazzling.
And the more we watch the scene, they see in awe, and Pinky even turns her neck around. But then Rainbow Dash Trick starts to get out of control, and then...
Oh. So much for dazzling.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, as I said, it's finally the weekend, thank God. I don't really have any much... So, in terms of schoolwork, I just pretty much have, finals prepping up. I got reviews, review books, review packets, all that jazz. And as I said before, the seniors this year, who were juniors last year when I started doing these reviews, are now graduating high school. And I just thought, since they're not going to be back until I see them in, June when they graduate, I figured I'd dedicate this review to them. So that's my reason for doing this now. And I'll explain what else. But now it's time to get back to Read and Weep It. Back to the episode. So the main six flutter around Rainbow as she's pretty much in a wing cast in the hospital.
How is she, Doctor?
She's going to be fine. Luckily, she has friends like you who got her over here in a jiffy.
How long do I need to lie here? I've got things I need to do.
Yeah. I'm sure if I was in the hospital and I either broke my arm or leg, I would definitely be impatient. No, to be honest, I'd probably still be in pain and I'll be, okay, fine.
Oh, that all depends on your recovery. But I'd say a few days minimum.
You guys have got to get me out of here. I'm going to climb the wall.
Wait, climb the wall? What the hell does that even mean?
Just like a spider. Does the crash somehow give her super duper spider powers?
Spider-Man reference. A lot more subtle than Mr. Midwell.
No, nor did it give her amazing healing powers. She needs to stay in bed for a few days.
Few days? It might as well be a few months or a few years.
It's not too bad, Rainbow. I mean, to be honest, you could be in a coma, and then the next thing you know, you wake up and you're out of the hospital.
Bad, Rainbow Dash? How about the chow and
the Masons try to cheer her up, but let's just say it doesn't fold too well. But then Twilight gets an idea.
No, thanks. This is the first story in the series.
By giving her a book.
I own all of them. No, thanks. I so don't read. I'm a world-class athlete. Reading's for eggheads like you, Twilight. No offense, but I am not reading. It's undeniably, unquestionably uncool.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not naturally a reader myself, but I don't usually stoop to reading that level. But the main six disagree with her.
Being serious? Who doesn't like to read a bang-up tale from time to time?
Why, a good book is almost as magnificent as silk pajamas on a Sunday morning. Reading is for every pony, Rainbow Dash. Yeah, I love reading. And my hat is even close to the shape of an egg, or the shape of an apple, or maybe an orange, but a big orange. More like a grapefruit, really.
All right, my little ponies.
She said it.
So Dash needs her rest. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
I think you'd like Daring. She's a lot like you. Adventurous, fierce, and undeniably, unquestionably, unstoppable.
Alright. Alright, so the next few minutes we just get a montage of Rainbow doing things to try to keep herself entertained, but then she tries to give us the book, but tries to deny it, but then she eventually starts reading the book.
For a few years. I'm right there with you, sister.
So she reads the Darren Do book, and we actually get an imagination of as Rainbow reads.
All of these distracting noises were not enough to cover the sound of the predators following her every step.
Darren Do fights all the fiercest cats in the land. A puma, a cheetah, a tiger, or a bobcat, and a kitten. Yeah, because the cute kitten is a mortal enemy. You know, little fun fact about this is that whenever I usually read, I usually get this type of scenario. Not like the movie style scenario, but I usually get like pictures in my head where I would actually imagine as I read the story, there are images going through my head and what the characters look like.
Safely landing on the other side, Darren finally allowed herself a moment to breathe. She turned around to find herself face to face with the long-lost temple that she had sought tirelessly for over 60 days and nights.
So yeah, as you can probably tell, Darren Do is basically like an Indiana Jones style character. And of course, like Indiana Jones, she pretty much takes up 2 months to find a mystical artifact.
I hate to admit it to myself, and would really hate to admit it to my friends, but...
And then Rainbow realizes that she loves reading, and at the same time... Okay. Okay, so I got the last thing out of the way, so what else? I'm trying to think what I want to do for my next Let's Play, because I think, as I said like a couple reviews back, I want to try to get myself a little bit of a variety of like games on certain consoles, because like I'm trying to vary, because like it would just be kind of boring if I did a lot of my Let's Plays on the GameCube, because that would get like really boring. So for my next Let's Play, I want to try to like be a little different. Like I'm trying to make it like a little unpredictable, because I did Star Fox Assault, Sonic Heroes, and Zatch Bell Moto Battles on GameCube. I did Hot Wheels Velocity X and Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy on my computer. And I did Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions on my Xbox 360. So I guess my next Let's Play would probably have to be on the 360 if I got like some spare time. So I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. But again, that's just me. Anyway, back to the episode. Rainbow continues reading the book as we get to the part where she reads about Darren Do entering the temple and setting off loads and loads of traps that, again, is reminiscent to Indiana Jones. I can only imagine what she had to fight through in that part of the temple. Alright, so Darren Do finally makes it to the spotlight where she sees the relic. And before we can continue reading, in the story, we get interrupted by Main 6 returning. And by Main 6, I mean Twilight and Fluttershy.
Hey, guys.
We thought we'd come and cheer you up. We brought your favorite board game.
I'm guessing it's Ponyville's version of Battleship.
We know how much you like to win.
Okay, so pretty much the next minute is just a gag of Rainbow not admitting that she loves reading. And I gotta be honest with you, this is just like one of the lesser funny gags. It just comes off as out of nowhere and just something that I don't know, it just seems awkward. Even Twilight eventually catches on to it a little, but then, I don't know. It's just that bit in the comedy kind of turns me off.
Daring Do stood at the
So
entrance
getting
of
back to the story,
temple
Rainbow
gate.
continues of how Daring manages to see the statue, but she has to be careful that little setting off the trap, and she tries to find something in common about them. And so she sets off the trap, and insta-kill arrows.
There must be a pattern here. What do all these animals have in common? Aha! These animals are all predators.
So Daring Do eventually figures out that most of the animals on the island, and so she has to try to land on the spot. Unless they're reminiscent and she eats the rats because rats aren't predators. She finally makes it to the front, but then once she lifts off the sapphire statue, the whole place starts filling up with lava. But she eventually finds an opening and is able to fly her way out. Oh wait, I forgot she can't fly. But then comes across this guy, and then
How's our
another
patient
break.
doing today?
We need to get some fresh air in here. You're looking sweatier than a pig wrangler on a summer's day.
Really? Because I thought she kind of looked more like sweatier after she just came out of gym class. Hey, like me! So, again, we get another bit of Rainbow trying not to admit to her friends, and she does, and she eats really disgusting to get them to leave. And then getting back to the
Up to the
story...
relic for yourself.
But you were sadly mistaken, Miss Dew.
And now, who shall meet your doom?
And basically... So, this guy, who is later named Alizolo, summons his cat minions from earlier to kidnap Daring Do, and takes the sapphire statue away from her.
Whoa! Who is this dude?
And of course, like any Indiana Jones
Get away
movie,
with this, Alizolo.
But I already have.
Again.
so pretty much like any villain, Alizolo is Daring Do to die from spikes from very sharp spikes coming from both sides, her getting tied up with spiders, multiple cobras coming down, and the whole thing filling up with sand, or quicksand, whatever.
Rainbow Dash.
And the stupid doctor interrupts us.
Rainbow Dash.
Oh, good evening.
Morning.
Morning, Doc.
Have you been up all night?
Of course not.
Okay. How does he not know this? Okay, I hate to spoil this, but I think the one thing that kind of bothers me about this episode is...
Well, I'll be quick. Congratulations, Rainbow Dash. We're checking you out of the hospital.
What? Later today?
No. Right now.
Right now? Right now? Right now?
Right now, right now.
But I don't feel better.
Now, take it easy, Rainbow Dash. Remember to stay off that wing for a week.
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of ruins this episode for me. The doctors. I cannot get over the fact of how stupid these so-called professions are. Pretty much the same doctor from Secrets of My Excess. Like, seriously, are all, like, medical ponies in this universe, are all the doctors in this universe freaking retards?
How will I ever find out what happens to Daring Do?
Oh, God. Okay. So let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Shit, I don't know, because I already mentioned that this review is a dedication to the seniors that are graduating my school this year. I already explained that I want... What else? So, I guess maybe the only other thing I can talk about is the fact that finals are getting closer, And there's a strong possibility that I may not be doing reviews while finals are in place because I need to focus on study time, which really sucks as much as I don't want to. So I might have to put off for a while once finals roll around. Back to the episode.
Gary!
Alright, so Rainbow Dash tried to come up with
Well,
me.
I have a copy of the book. But I can't ask her after I called her an egghead and all.
Are you sure, Rainbow? Because I'm sure last time you called Twilight an egghead, which I believe was in Fall Weather Friends, she took it pretty well. So, and she easily forgave you for calling her an egghead. I'm sure you could just go up to her and tell her, oh, I need to borrow the book. But then again, knowing you, I can understand.
Oh, this is making me sick all over again.
Alright, so Rainbow Dash tried to sneak back into the hospital, and long story short, it doesn't work. And so she decides to do Mission Impossible and try to sneak her way inside. So she sneaks back into the hospital. Well, and finds the book, and then they're reading it through, and when this happens...
Help! Burglar! Burglar! Someone's trying to steal my slippers!
Do ponies even wear slippers?
I'm not trying to steal your slippers.
Yeah, you moron!
Trying to steal this book.
Or at least finish reading it, you could say that. So she tries to get away, but... Oh my god. Oh, hey, look, it's Twist. I guess maybe she stopped making candy canes with Apple Bloom and I guess decided to get a job at the hospital. So being a Pegasus, Rainbow Dash tries to get away, but she ends up breaking her wing again, and basically tries to outrun them. I love this part. What's this? Oh wait, no. She basically swings on a vine over a cliff, but then you can see they go right over the bridge. So we go running around Ponyville and waking up the rest of the main six.
You heard of music, see?
And eventually waking up Twilight, and how we're going to see how they managed to wake up Fluttershy and Applejack, I don't know.
Dash, what in the world is going on? Why are you stealing slippers?
Again, are the doctors in this universe freaking retarded? I mean, seriously. Hey, you realize she had the book in her hand. Maybe it should give you a clue that she was trying to get the book, not stealing slippers? Dumbass. Alright, so Rainbow finally admits that she likes reading, and Twilight gets excited.
Try awesomely amazing. That book is undeniably, unquestionably, unputdownable. But then I had to put it down. I was sent home before I could finish it.
Well, I'm glad that's all this is about.
There's no reason to go around causing a ruckus.
Fracas!
Causing a fracas just because you like to read.
Alright, so the main six understand, and Twilight gives her a copy of the book.
Every book in the series, and you can borrow them all anytime you like.
Thanks, Twilight. I'm sorry I made such a big deal about all this. I thought reading was just for smart ponies like you.
Rainbow Dash, just because you're athletic doesn't mean you aren't smart.
Yeah, just look at me.
Seriously, Spike? Go die.
Reading is something every pony can enjoy, if they just give it a try.
Yeah, I get it. I shouldn't knock something until I've tried it.
That's a great lesson, and it would make a great letter to the princess.
Did you get all that? Yeah? Great. You write the letter. I gotta finish this.
Alright. So Rainbow heads back to her place and finish up the book as Indiana Jones. Daring Do gets out of the trap and takes the sapphire statue from Albie Zolo, and ending the story.
The world was safe and sound once again. Thanks to Daring Do.
Damn it, I wish I had books such as good as that. Instead, I get different books instead of awesome ones like Daring Do. Bastards.
Daring Do and the Griffin's Goblet. Awesome!
So that was Read and Weep It, and thank God this episode was a breath of fresh air over the last episode. I mean, this episode was just really amazing to watch. I mean, the moral was definitely better executed than the last episode, mostly because you can understand Rainbow's relationship, and given her personality, she would not but teaching a lesson that even though you don't like to read, you can still be smart, and reading is definitely great for everybody. While some of the humor kind of turns me off a little, it's still pretty funny, and not to mention, and it was a great introduction to Daring Do, as we're going to find a plot twist later in Season 4. However, the only few things that kind of irk me about this episode is the fact that the comedy kind of drags at times, and just like A Secret of My Success, it's mostly the problems with the third act, and where the doctors are so freaking stupid. Those are the kind of things that irk me about this episode. But other than that, I'd probably give this episode like a B+. So yeah, Read and Weep It was definitely a breath of fresh air for me over Super Speedy. So again, Read and Weep It gets a B+. I'm Flickcan Gamer, and I want to wish the seniors of Irvington High School in the class of 2014 best wishes with the rest of their lives. See you in the next review. Bye.